Think about your most important digital data, your business database, your accounting files, your personal photos, your documents and spreadsheets, and any other important information you keep on your computers or network. Now imagine what would happen if some or all of that data were to be lost forever, never to be seen again. If that's not a big deal for you, then you can skip the rest of this video. But for me and for most people, losing our data would be a big deal, either for our business or for us personally.
That's why it's important to have a backup for your data, and to make sure your backup solution is a good one. Very often our technicians work with customers who thought they had a good backup, only to find out after an issue that their backup actually wasn't protecting them at all.
In this video, we're going to outline some types of good and bad backups. But first, since the job of a backup solution is to protect you from losing your data, let's talk about the different ways data loss can happen. First, there are hardware failures. Every single hard drive, flash drive, USB drive, and memory card will fail eventually. Some fail after a few weeks, some last for decades. Failure might be due to a manufacturing defect, overheating, or damage from physical or electrical events. But it's important to remember that any physical device can fail at any time, often with little or no warning.
Second, you can lose your data from viruses, especially the so-called crypto or ransomware viruses. These malicious programs get into your computer or network through a website download or email attachment and start encrypting all your data in the background. Once it's all encrypted, they display a ransom note offering you the chance to send hundreds of thousands of dollars to the hacker in order to get your data back. If you don't pay the ransom, or if the hacker decides not to give you the encryption key, there's generally no way to ever view or access your files again.
Third, you might lose data due to a malicious person or event. For example, if your office got robbed and all of your computers were stolen, or if a disgruntled employee decides to delete important files on the company server before they leave. Data loss can also happen during catastrophic natural disasters, like fires or flooding.
A good backup is one that protects you from all three of these data loss scenarios, and ideally allows you to recover quickly when data loss does happen. That means a good backup has to have two components. First of all, it needs to be backing up your data to a secure online data storage facility. This is the only way to protect your data from natural disasters, encryption viruses, and malicious users. To be safe, your data should be stored in a secure data storage service which meets compliance standards such as HIPAA or PCI DSS. And your stored data should be protected using an appropriate encryption protocol such as AES-256.
Online backup is the safest, but it can also be slow to access, especially if you need to restore large files after an incident. So the best backup solution is one that combines a secure online backup with a fast local backup as well. The local backup could potentially be compromised by an encryption virus or a malicious user, but in most other situations, your local backup gives you an easy and fast way to recover your data quickly.
Last but not least, your backup solution needs to support versioning, which means that when a file changes, your backup keeps both the older and newer versions of the file for a period of time. This is helpful when a document or database is accidentally changed or overwritten and isn't caught right away. Using a versioning system means you don't just have a backup of the bad version of the file, you can also go back in time to find a good version of the file to use instead.
Those are good backup options, so let's talk about examples of bad backup solutions. First of all, of course, the worst backup solution is no backup at all.
The second worst backup is carrying all your data around on a flash drive. Flash drives fail and get lost frequently.
The third worst backup is a connected USB drive. While these can back up your data with the right backup program, they're also likely to get encrypted if you have an encryption virus, and they're also susceptible to being stolen or damaged in a fire or flood.
Also, even the best backup solution is no good if it stops working. You want to be sure to test your backup solution periodically to make sure it's functioning correctly and backing up the right files.
For help choosing the best backup solution for your situation, give us a call. We're here to help.